Have you ever wondered if the serial killer is just a myth, a shadowy legend, or something much more real? Today, I'm diving straight into the heart of this chilling question. For decades, the image of the serial killer has haunted movies, books, and late-night conversations. We picture a mysterious figure lurking in the darkness, a mastermind leaving cryptic clues, always one step ahead. But where did this image actually come from? Is it rooted in reality? Or is it all just a spooky story to tell around the campfire? Let's rewind a bit. The term serial killer only really became popular in the late 20th century. Before that, nobody had a neat label for people who committed multiple murders over time. Sure, there were famous cases. Think Jack the Ripper in Victorian London or the Axeman of New Orleans, but back then, these killers were seen as rare, almost mythical monsters, not a common threat. Fast forward to the 1970s and 80s, and suddenly the serial killer was everywhere, on TV and newspapers, even shaping public policy. Why? Well, a handful of horrifying cases hit the headlines at once. Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, the Zodiac Killer. The media grabbed onto the term serial killer, and suddenly a legend was born. But here's the twist. Serial killers are much rarer than most people think. According to experts, less than 1% of all murders in the US are committed by serial killers. Most murders, sadly, happen between people who know each other. The random pattern-driven killer is the exception, not the rule. So why are we so obsessed with serial killers? Maybe it's the mystery, the idea that evil can hide in plain sight. Or maybe it's because these stories tap into our deepest fears and, let's be honest, our curiosity. But here's the real shocker. While the serial killer is not just a myth, the way we imagine them is shaped by fiction as much as fact. The truth is stranger and sometimes even scarier than the stories. Real serial killers are often less like movie villains and more like people you'd never expect. So, is the serial killer just a myth? Not exactly. They exist, but not in the way we picture them. The legend is bigger than the reality, but the reality is still plenty disturbing. Next time you hear a new story about a serial killer, remember sometimes the scariest thing is how easily truth and myth can blend together in our minds. Thanks for listening. Stay curious and stay safe.